Hello student. In today's session we will discuss about the solid modeling. What is mean by solid modeling, the comparison between solid modeling and some difference between what is mean by geometry, what is mean by topology. Okay, so see here, the solid modeling is the easiest and the most advanced method of the geometrical modeling. As we discussed the wireframe modeling and the surface modeling, there are some disadvantages to represent the object by a wireframe modeling or by using a surface modeling. If we want to represent the complicated parts, then it is not feasible to represent that object in a by using a wireframe modeling and surface modeling. So to avoid this, or to make the visualization clear about the object, the solid modeling is used. Okay, so for before going to start with the next part, we will discuss what is the difference between wireframe modeling and the solid modeling. So here in a wireframe modeling, the geometrical model of the object is created by the two-dimensional geometrical entities. Okay, to see here, this is and the object which is made up by the different type, or it is made up by the wireframe modeling, and to represent that object we have used some two-dimensional entities. Which are the different two-dimensional entities we have used? That is point, line, curve, polygon, etc. Here the circle is used, here is line is used, different types of the lines are used to represent this object. And in a solid modeling, the geometrical model of an object is created by using a three-dimensional geometrical entities. Okay, to represent the three-dimensional object or a solid model, we use different types of the three-dimensional geometrical entities, and these three-dimensional geometrical entities is called as the primitives. What are the different types of the primitives? We have learn about the different types of the primitive in a previous unit, that is block, torus, then cone, prism. These are the some types of the primitives that are used in a solid modeling. And what is mean by primitives? The primitive means the object or shape which are already present in a software to represent the three-dimensional entities is called as the primitives. The wireframe models contain only geometrical data. If we consider this object only contain the geometrical data. Means what is the length of this line, what is the diameter of this circle, where this circle is positioned, means where the position of this circle, what is the height of this circle, what is the depth of this circle. That geometrical information only contained in a wireframe modeling. A solid modeling contains both the geometrical and the topological information. The solid model will contain both the information, that is geometrical and the topological information. In next topic we will discuss what is mean by geometry and what is mean by topology. That at that time we will get the clear idea about what is mean by geometry and what is mean by topology. Wireframe modeling is a ambiguous representation of the object. The solid modeling is the complete and most unambiguous representation of the object. Means after seeing this object, we cannot get detail or we cannot get clear visualization of the object. If we see this wireframe model, we cannot get proper visualization or we cannot get the proper imagination of that object. But by seeing this object, we will get the proper information, or we will represent, or we can say it as we will get clear visualization of the object. Okay. So the next difference is, using a wireframe model, it is not possible to calculate automatically the properties such as mass, volume, moment of inertia, etc. If we consider this image, and after seeing this image, we cannot get we cannot calculate the properties such like mass, volume, or moment of inertia of the object. But by seeing this object or by visualization of this object, we can calculate the mass of this object, we can calculate the volume of this object, or we can get the information about the moment of inertia of the object. This total information or different properties of the object can be found out or can be calculated by using a solid modeling. Wireframe model cannot be converted into solid model. The wireframe model cannot be converted into the solid model. If we want to convert the wireframe model into solid model, we cannot do this. But if we want to convert the solid model into the wireframe model, we can easily do this. Okay, if we want to convert the solid model into the wireframe model, we can easily do it, but it is not possible in a case of wireframe modeling. The wireframe modeling cannot use fully integrate and automated design and manufacturing. Wireframe modeling cannot be used to fully integrate and automate the design and manufacturing. Is the model which are formed by wireframe modeling cannot be used for manufacturing purposes or design purposes, but the model which is formed in a solid modeling can be fully integrated, or can directly used for a design and the manufacturing purposes. Okay, then these are the some difference between wireframe modeling and the solid modeling. Now we will discuss about what is mean by the geometry and what is mean by the topology. So see here, geometry is an actual dimension that define the entities of the object. Geometry is an actual dimension that define the entities of the object. Means if there is any object and if we get the its dimension, then we can call it as a geometry. See here in this object, the diameter of this cylinder, then height of this cylinder, the length, width and height of this cube is the geometrical information. See here they given the object, the length L1, L2, L3. The geometry that define the object as shown in the figure, this length L1, L2, L3, the angle between the lines, the radius of the half circle and the center of the P1 of the half circle. Means the length L1, L2, L3, the radius of this circle, then center of this point P1 and angle between the lines is called as the geometrical information. And topology is the connectivity and associativity of the different entities of the object. It is the connectivity and the associativity of the different entities of the object. It describes the way in which the different entities of the can be connected. Okay, see here, the same geometry but different topology. If we consider here same geometry means the length of the line L1, L2, L3, radius of the circle, the position of the point P1 and the angle between the lines. If we consider this image only, in this image the angle between L1, L2, L3 is same in both the cases, and the length of the line L1, L2, L3 also same. The radius of the circle R is also same. Then position of the point P1 is also same, but orientation of this R, the orientation of this circle is different. Orientation of this circle is different, means in a first half the R is towards the left hand side and in second part the R is towards the right hand side. But here the orientation of the R or orientation of the circle C1 is different. That's why it is called as a different topology. But here all the dimensions are same. Therefore, we can say it as a same geometry but different topology. And if we consider this image, now we are considering this image. In this case, the length of line L1, L2, L3 is same, but angle between L1 and C1 and the angle between L1 and L2 and angle between L2 L3 and angle between L3 C1 are different. The angle between all the entities, that is L1 L2 L3 and C1, are different, but orientation of the same circle C1 is same. Orientation in this case is same, but the angle is different. That's why we can call it as a different topology, but different geometry but same topology. Different geometry but same topology. So this is the meaning of the topology and the geometry. Okay. Now here they give the some advantages of the solid modeling. What are the advantages of the solid modeling? The solid modeling is the easiest and most advanced method in a geometrical modeling. Solid modeling is the most advanced and the easiest method in a geometrical modeling. Why it is advanced and easiest? Easiest because the complicated parts that can be easily formed in a solid modeling if we compare with the wireframe modeling. And why it is advanced? Advanced because it is directly used for design and the manufacturing purposes. The model which are formed in a solid modeling can be easily or directly used for design and the manufacturing purposes. That's why it is advanced method. The next one is solid model store more information than the wireframe model and the surface model. As we know that, as if we see the comparison between wireframe, surface modeling and the solid modeling contain the more information about the object instead of other two. The solid model contain both the geometrical and topological information of the object. Therefore, solid modeling regards to complete and most unambiguous representation of the object. The solid modeling contain both the geometrical as well as topological information of the object. That's why it is easily used for manufacturing purposes, and so it is a one main advantages of the solid modeling. The solid model provides better visualization as compared to the wireframe and the surface modeling. The visualization of the object or a representation of the object is good in a solid modeling, or we will get clear visualization of the object in the case of solid modeling. That's why solid modeling is the best, or it gives the better visualization of the object. The solid models that can converted into the wireframe modeling. Yes, as we discussed that wireframe model cannot be converted into the solid modeling, but solid modeling or the object which are formed by the solid modeling can be easily converted into the surface modeling also, and it is easily converted into the wireframe modeling also. Using a solid model, it is possible to calculate automatically the properties such as mass, volume and inertia. By using a solid model, we can easily calculate the mass of the object, volume of the object and moment of inertia of the object. How we can calculate the mass? We know the formula of the mass, that is volume the volume of the object can be calculated by using its dimension. We can calculate the dimension. If we know the dimension of the object, then we can easily calculate its mass, and volume can be calculated. How can we calculate the mass of the object? The mass of the object calculated by if we design a solid model and if we use a specific material for that purpose, then we know the density of that material. If we use a copper as a material for any object, then we know the density of the copper. If we use the mild steel as a material for the object, then we will know the density of the mild steel. So by using the information of the density and the volume of the object, we can easily calculate the mass of the object. So these properties can be automatically calculated in a case of solid frame modeling or solid modeling. The solid modeling produces a accurate design, improves the quality of the design and provides the complete three-dimensional definition of the object. By using a solid frame modeling, we get the accurate design. The design which is formed is very accurate. We can we can improve the quality of the design, and also we can so as the quality of the design is improved, we will get the complete information of the object. And the next advantages is that the solid modeling is the technological solution of fully integrated automated design and manufacturing. Means the solid model that we can easily use for the, or solid modeling that we design is directly used for design and the manufacturing purposes. That's why it is most advantageous method of the design purpose. So these are the some advantages of the solid modeling. Now we will discuss about the limitations of the solid modeling. What are the limitations of the solid modeling is that it is not possible to create the solid model automatically from the wireframe modeling and the surface modeling. So it is a disadvantage of the solid modeling, because if we design any object in a wireframe model, or if we design the object in a surface model, that cannot be converted into the solid modeling, and the solid model requires some more CPU time and retrieve, edit and update the model. Means this, what is mean by CPU time means the time which is required to do some changes in a design. That time required for a solid modeling is more as compared to the wireframe and the surface modeling. That's why these are some limitations of the solid modeling. Okay, now solid entities or primitives. What is mean by solid entities and what is mean by primitives? Okay, so first of all, what is mean by primitives? The solid model of an object created by using a three-dimensional entities is known as the primitives. If we want to design any object and we are design that object by using some basic shapes, the basic shapes that are easily available in a software, these are called as a primitive. If we take the example of the paint, in a paint there are different types of or there are line are present, eraser are present, there are some basic shapes, that is rectangle, triangle, circle. These are the basic shapes that are present in a paint is called as a primitive. So similarly, there are some basic shapes that are present in a design software or CAD software to design the three-dimensional object is called as the primitives. So what are the different types of the primitives or different types of solid entities? There are different shapes, that is the block, cylinder, cone, sphere, torus and wedge. Okay, so these are the different types of the primitives or the solid entities. So if we want to design any block, we need there are basic shapes present in a software, so we can use it, and by changing its dimension, that is width, WDH, okay, WDH, by changing its three dimensional, we can obtain the shape of the block that we require. As per our requirement, we can change this shape of this block as per our requirement. Okay, so this is the first primitive. The second one is a cylinder. So here is the one cylinder. So if we want a cylinder with a different dimensions, how can we create it? We can create it by changing its height h and the radius r. As we required the cylinder of the height 10 centimeter and its diameter is suppose 20 centimeter, then we can design it by changing its dimension. So this is the another one primitives. Then cone, here is an example of the cone. The cone can be easily change its shape and size by changing its dimension. Which two dimension we need to change? That is height and the radius we can change, and so as per our requirement we can design the cone. Then sphere is a three-dimensional entities, and we can change its shape by changing its radius. Then there is a torus. torus. Torus is just like one ring having its some internal diameter, outer diameter, and then the diameter of the wire. So here is R1 and R2, R1, R0 and R2. By changing its dimension we can change the dimension of the torus. And there another one, wedge. So wedge is this type of the shape which is already present in a software. We can change this dimension by changing the h with HDW. By changing this dimension we can change the shape of the wedge. So these are the some primitives or solid entities which are present in a software. So what is mean by primitives? Primitives is the basic three-dimensional shape that are present in a software already is called as the primitives. Okay, so this is the all related to the primitives. So what we have discussed in today's session, we discuss about the introduction of the solid modeling, comparison between solid modeling and the wireframe modeling. What are the advantages of the wireframe modeling? What are the limitations of the what are the advantages of the solid modeling? What are the limitations of the solid modeling? And what are the different solid modeling entities present in a software? That we have discussed in today's session. Okay, so it is enough for today's session. In next part we will discuss the next. In next lecture we will discuss the next part of unit.